Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Gone with Gandalf, and today it's episode 5, and hopefully we will see an actual battle this time, and that is the aim. We're going to go and finish up with the economy. Well, we've finished the economy basically for now, and I'm not playing as the High Elves. I've toggled Fog of War just to show you the lay of the land at turn 29. So we've got the Dwarves of Ered Luin up here in the north, not really doing a whole lot. The High Elves not doing a whole lot either. Bree not doing a whole lot. Northern Dunedain, they've got Anuminas and Fornost, or Dead Man's Die because it is currently, and they're being attacked shortly from the north by Angmar. And Dunland, Enidwaith, these are all at war, I think, or Isengard and Dunland are at war with Enidwaith, so they will probably go down. And then as we come down to the south, we have Dol Amroth holding the Straits of the Anduin from both Khand, Harad, and the Ardenheim. And Gondor is holding on at Osgiliath. And then I won't go any further north because I don't want to cheat, but you can see Rune is certainly quite large. But our allies in Dorwinion are holding them off. So I will toggle off that Fog of War, and then we shall go back to our domain up here in the north. And, right, where were we? Ah, yes. So we're going to wait to train this unit of Woodland Scouts, and in the meantime, we will hopefully also build the funds to build this mining network. And then we will be able to march all of these units out, join up with Legolas, and we are going to march south. And we are going to start taking some lands from Dol Guldur, but also I will just move this diplomat towards, we will take them towards the Dwarves of Ered Luin to get some money off of them.
Stopping here.
Okay, end turn. I really hope that I didn't forget to do something, because I haven't played this since yesterday when I recorded the last episode. And yeah, I just really wanted to play again because the last episode was a bit of a nothingy episode. It was just me talking a lot about things that I want to do. And, you know, the battles are very exciting. And, you know, certainly the empire building is also fantastic, I think. And it was quite slow going, that last episode, and I apologise. And if we have any new subscribers watching, or if you're just new to the channel in general, welcome. If we have just met, if we haven't, then thanks for coming back, I guess, despite knowing what to expect. And yeah, I trust that everyone is doing as well as they can under the global pandemic. They're kind of the same thing, but what am I trying to say? The situation that we find ourselves in with all this self-isolation and keeping with the hand washing. Okay, so Woodland Scouts, we want them because archers are our best defense against, or best offense, and I suppose best defense as well against Dol Guldur. So next turn we can build that. 2 turns for the Woodland Scouts, and can we train? Oh, we can get another one there. Does that still allow us to build the mines? Yes, it does. Brilliant. So next turn we can build that, and then I don't really care anymore about building anything in particular, because that will be making us substantial funds, so we don't have to worry about taking all our troops out of these forts. But yeah, I think that's... I'm going to end another turn. Because, as I said, I want to get to the battles. I want to smite Dol Guldur. Now, you might be wondering, like, what comes after Dol Guldur? Well, first off, Dol Guldur, whilst we are a lot better than they are certainly no pushovers because they have the numbers. However, after Dol Guldur, I intend to... Well, we'll fight a defensive war if there is one against the Orcs of Gundabad. We may take 1 or 2 settlements off them, but I'd rather leave the Anduin Vale to deal with them, or the Dwarves of Erebor. But I think the primary enemies after Dol Guldur, as they just fly by there, will be the Easterlings of Rune. Or Rune. And also, Mordor will likely be absolutely pile-driving Gondor at that point, by the time we make it down there. Which I foresee around if we say the 90th or 80th turn. Rumours from Ered Luin. A messenger of Mordor has approached Ered Luin, potentially giving them the Rings of Power of Dwarves back. That is a new script for version 4.5, basically to spice up the western dwarves over here by the Blue Mountains, giving them the option to turn evil, which is quite interesting. Okay, so what were we doing? Mines. That's basically going to take all of our money, but hopefully it will pay us back in kind. And again, we can't really do anything. And where is this diplomat?
Yes, my lord.
What a name he's got. Tith-i Farason. Tith-i Farason. Sounds a lot like the last Númenórean king, Ar-Pharazôn the Golden. So called because I think it's just because he liked to wear golden armour. And he, of course, sailed from Númenor to Mordor, or to Umbar rather, which was a Númenórean port, a large port in the south, just as it is in the Third Age. But it was built by the Númenóreans as a bit of a colony. Well, it was a colony. And from there then, he marched with a great army up to Mordor. And he was about to smash them into the dirt, but Sauron himself came and surrendered to the mightiest king of all mortal kingdoms, really, that ever was. Well, apart from maybe his ancestors. But he was deceived by Sauron, who he was meant to be as a prisoner on Númenor, but he eventually became his chief advisor, and he turned Númenor against the Valar of the West, and he would sail a great army to Valinor in a bid to try and get immortality. And they all got buried alive as soon as they set foot on dry land. Although they didn't die, they actually are entombed there until the end of the world, where there's the Dagor Dagorath, which is I can't remember it's the Great War, basically, where Morgoth comes back from beyond the walls of night, from outside of air, out of the void, and there's a great battle between all the races, and then they rebuild Arda, unmarred, so to speak. So, well, that was quite the unravelling of story. And what do I want to build here? Something that's going to get me money. Leather Tanner will do for now. We're not going to be making a whole lot of money very shortly, so I'll just build those roads. That'll be very grand. Okay, So currently we're actually still making money, but I'm going to move those archers out. And I'm going to leave 1 unit of woodland spears there because, you know, I just want to leave a garrison. Because we do border some of these regions. And should the Orcs of Gundabad take with a board, you know, there's a chance that they could come and take that, which would be very bad. Okay. Ulairon. What are you doing? Legolas is going to go and clear that up. And you know what? I think... How much do you like me? You like me actually quite a lot. And maybe Thranduil as well. Oh, actually no, because there's an army here. Well, Thranduil is going to take this army out, and the combined forces of Legolas and Cugethion, they're going to wipe out that army. Okay, we are going to go in the red, but it doesn't matter. Because sometimes it just has to be like that. Diplomats slowly moving towards the Ered Luin. Ered means mountains. Plural. I'm trying to think of what is the singular form. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's gonna maybe come to me. But speaking of coronavirus self-isolation and lockdown, a friend of mine, he lives in this, this might give away a little bit around of like where I live, but a friend of mine lives in a town not too far away from here, and they have an absolutely bizarre, well, it's not really a custom, well, we'll call it a custom, but every day at, actually, is it every day? Or is it every Thursday? Well, anyway, at about 6:30, the residents in this town open their windows and they moo like a cow. And some of them have gone so far as to get megaphones or just, you know, devices to make their moos travel further. And I honestly can't...
yes, I shall continue.
Yeah, you can't really explain these things. They're just weird folk. It's actually on BBC News, and
Come, my brothers.
so I'm not lying. It actually is a thing.
I'm gonna stick you.
But the town's called Belper, and a friend of mine lives there, and I can say he is definitely a bit odd. Okay, a battle after the first battle in like an hour. And okay, we've got some orc maulers, and we've got 1 unit of archers and some javelin men, but they're not very good.
Send them back to their underworld.
And we will send them back to their underworld. And this looks like an image of, well, there's some barrels there on a river. I'd reckon that is Bilbo Baggins riding the barrels out of, well, Thranduil's halls, or the halls of the Elven King of Mirkwood, with the dwarves of Thorin's company inside that he'd sneaked out. And that is from The Hobbit. Okay, so we're just going to shoot them. Hopefully they turn around, come back. Okay, oh, that's annoying. Because now we have to move to them. Which just makes this take a bit longer. We'll run to there, and I think they are basically just going to go all the way to the top of that hill and set up shop, but that's okay because it's not too much of a depression here. Now, Thranduil How close do you have to get to shoot? Okay, go there. And now... Actually, we'll just keep it on 6 times speed. I'd prefer, actually, if you shot the Dol Guldur archers. And we will quickly move the spearmen over to this flank, and their role... Oh, actually, don't get in front of the archers, because then otherwise they do the arcing shot, and it does 0 damage. Well, not 0 damage, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it's not very... It's not a good use of arrows. Especially since that's the only way we really kill people as this faction. As you may have noticed. Oh no, one guy went down. Now, you there. What can you actually shoot that would be worthwhile? Shoot the Dol Guldur host. Now, you guys shoot the Orc Maulers. The Orc Maulers are their most dangerous unit, perhaps. Well, after the archers, certainly. As long as they don't get into melee, though. I don't really care. I have absolute faith in Thranduil to both hold the line and survive. Although he's not killing that many of the archers. I can't help but notice that you're not doing a good job, my king. Everybody shoot the Orc Maulers. Twang, twang, twang. It's quite a satisfying sound listening to arrow fire. I've forgotten what the key is to actually follow the arrow of the unit. I wonder if it's home. No, that goes to... If it's page up or page down, I can't really do that because I use them to as hotkeys to begin recording. So I don't have to actually get out of this window. Oh. Who is good to shoot? Because I don't know if these guys are getting a good shot anymore, to be honest. You know what? Thranduil, go ahead and shoot them. Or kill them even in melee. And you two are going to shoot the Dol Guldur host in the back. And these two are going to go into loose formation and begin trading volleys with the Dol Guldur archers over there. And shoot! We'll use this special ability, which I did have a look into. It basically improves our army's effectiveness for, I think, 20 seconds. And what else does it do? Well, it's called swiftness, so I think it also makes our units fresh. Or improves their stamina. Although all my units were already fresh or certainly warmed up, so I don't think it made a whole lot of difference. And we are going to have to catch all of these. We don't want to face these units again. Catch them, catch them. And now they all run. Catch them all. Also, you've probably already noticed. However, elven units are faster, as a rule, than every other faction's unit. So orcs, men, and dwarves. And if you do play this game in this version, now if you select the unit card and scroll all the way down to the bottom, where you see morale response, you also see movement speed now. So that 120% means 100% is the base and average movement speed for an infantry unit. So cavalry have their own kind of relative speeds. So orcs generally move a bit slower than men. I think they are about 100%, so 2% slower than the average man. But lightly armoured troops generally are also faster, so Thranduil's unit, which is quite heavily clad, they only move 110% speed. And then we've got Woodland Spearmen, which are like medium, 115, and then we've got the very fastest here as the Woodland Scouts, light archers, they move 120. Okay, that's enough.
This is a clear victory.
And Thranduil kills the most once more. I didn't notice how many losses we actually took, but it can't have been very many at all. Probably a few in the Spearmen actually, but they are just there to die. Whilst they are very good, they are our trash. And it's a good thing that we've got a lot of melee forces coming from the north. Very good indeed, because we don't have a great need for archers right now, because we have 4 units with Thranduil, 1 with Legolas.
Stay in the tree.
Kill them all. And also, you get 300 gold coins, I think, for every battle win. So, you notice now we're only minus 461, where we were 761. Okay, so, well, Legolas, why don't you come over, well, get in that town for now.
Yes, my lord.
And you, sir, come down here.
Elven warriors.
I'm just wondering which is the best path to take. Well, everyone just come down this way and then they can splinter off down here. I'm just wondering, should we take Central Mirkwood region as well? Because I don't necessarily want this region of Brown Boat, because it is only a village and it might actually hinder us by having to station a general or some troops there when it doesn't make us any money, and I don't think they'll like us very much either, because there probably won't be any elven culture there, which is like functions as religion. And so they may revolt if we were to take it. So I don't know how I feel about that. But certainly Ostingyle, and then there's, which is in the region known as the Narrows of the Forest that we've already seen. And then there's a castle in the, I can't show it right now, but directly south of that Brown Boat village, there's a castle there that would be quite handy to get, because that is where a large chunk of their forces will be getting trained. So if we take that, then they won't be training as well. There maybe still will be training some troops, but they'll be of lower quality, which is very handy. Now I have kept this fort in the north garrisoned just in case, because we can't afford to lose Tor Berlin here. And we're back in the red, but how much are we losing? 8? Oh, it's about 900.
Elves.
Oh my lord. Wow. Wow, wow. That is a massive army. But it does look like it is mostly just trash. Like, we will kill them very easily, although we don't have that many troops, so
For the light.
Could be a bit of a pickle. I have faith in Legolas though to defeat Ulairon. I've got some ways to get around that, but I think we just take Brown Boat. I'm not entirely sure how long this video has been going on for, because I didn't start a timer foolishly. But
Over here, elves.
I'm going to move here just to make sure that we
Set an
don't
ambush.
bring those guys in.
Engage.
And we're going
Put an
in.
end to this evil.
Because the AI is stupid. They do have... Well, it's just trash. We have absolutely no fear here. As long as they tend to just congregate in the middle of a very small town square in the plaza and take the shots like a real champ. And if some do move out, then we'll just move Thranduil in the way and he'll deal with it. So we'll take off fire at will off. Make sure skirmish mode is also off, and we are going to set up our troops on this hill, which is very handy. And we will commence the barrage. Thranduil will, I don't know, he can maybe just go and stand a bit further forward so that their archers shoot at him, should they feel the need. Run, everyone, and okay. Thranduil, wait, who's like a priority target? You know what, just hit the scouts there. And all of you, just hit the archers, I guess. And times 6 speed. They'll go loose formation, then they might start to move. And then they might start moving towards us. Or they don't. Oh, some are. But to be honest, they've already taken so many losses.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, stop shooting at them, and maybe shoot at them. And yeah, just shoot at them, whatever. We don't have to be too frugal with our arrows. They are just, as I say, they die so easily to our arrow fire. And you could shoot them. I don't really want to be shooting my own troops here. And so just everyone shoot them over there. And Thranduil, you're going to move around the back and make them rout. Yeah, just get stuck in. Now shoot them over there. Keep chasing them. Just get this done nice and quick. Let's look at some of this fighting here. This guy's taking a lot of hits. Maybe you should try and hit them back. Hit them back. Like, oh, there we go. Big swing. Oh, nice parry. Bam. Oh, that gets blocked. Oh no, it didn't. No, he's gone now. Absolutely brutal killings here. And is there anyone left? Oh, there's these over here. You know what? Let's just charge all of our archers at them, and they'll probably start running very quickly. Because it's just embarrassing.
Our men have taken control
It's
of the
just
city.
an embarrassingly easy win. Who's left? Who here? Okay. Oh, did I not press play? There's one goblin here. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the charge? Who's gonna win the... Oh, okay. The elven horns sound and down he goes immediately. Any celebrations? Any celebrations from anyone? Oh, we've got some celebrations over here. Yeah, woo. the spearmen got involved. This looks like... Well, that looks like an elf. Although, I think that's just the horsehair on his helm. Because he does have a horse on his armour there, which suggests this is indeed Rohan. And that's a dwarf. And that almost looks like a hobbit. So, and also, dwarves don't ride ponies. It's one of the things that they do not... Well, this isn't an event, I don't think, in Lord of the Rings. Although if you think it is, then feel free to tell me. Is that low tax rate? Now, I don't know if I want to stay in here. Let's just check there's no massive army coming around the mountain. It doesn't seem like there is. Yeah. Well, they built some good stuff. This carpenter's hut is like our master builder's hall. So that is valuable. They've got a slave pit, which is a town hall, and a butchery, which we could get a spy from if we had money. But, well, I think... I'm not entirely sure how long this video has been going on for, but I think it's probably around time. So, if you enjoyed this video, then let me know by, usual stuff. Perhaps if you do want to write a comment, then feel free. I will answer it. And if you want to see more, then, or rather, if you don't want to miss the next episode, then subscribe. Should you feel I've earned it. And yes, stay safe. I'm going with Gandalf now. Good day.